Hi, I'm Ryan Ashley.
And I'm Susan.
And today we're going to be making a Father's Day bracelet. So today we're going to show you exactly how to make a very simple bracelet for your dad for Father's Day. You need a few different tools here, but it's a really simple technique. So, Susan?
It's really cute. So you're gonna need some kind of masculine, manly tools, I think.
Exactly.
You're gonna need a bench block. Okay, look at that. Ooh, that's a steel bench block, and I'm gonna grab this chasing hammer to flatten out wire. Then of course you're going to need some wire. This is 18 gauge wire, and you will need chain nose pliers to open and close your links, a really good pair of flush cutters, which we're fighting over right now, and some mandrels. I've got the 6 and the 8 millimeter mandrel.
I have the 3 and the 5. I also have a flat nose plier and a round nose plier, and you'll only need this once at the very end.
So Ryan Ashley, I'm so glad you have joined our team here today, and I really love the idea of making a bracelet that's suitable for a guy, because that is hard.
Oh, it's so hard. I'm so happy to be here, first of all.
Me
Thanks
too.
for having me. I love this bracelet because I find that it's so hard to figure out what to make Dad for Father's Day. And recently I was learning a lot about making chain links, and I thought, that's the perfect thing.
It's really cool, and it lays flat against the wrist, and I love that you can use larger or smaller links.
Yes.
Depending on who you make it for.
Exactly.
So I could make one for me too. All right, so how do we get started?
All right, so we get started by taking a length of wire, and the great thing about using these mandrels is you can keep the wire on the spool as you're unwinding it. So I use the 6 here, and I start by getting a grip. Whoops, holding it wrong there. Getting a grip and just twirling, twirling, twirling. And I do this a couple times because once you get a few links on the mandrel, I want to go ahead and snip it, or else it gets a little bit too wide for my flush cutter, and that can be a little hard to snip. So right about there. Okay, I take it out, grab a flush cutter. I grip the wire right at the edge.
Watch me, I'm like,
yeah. Well, here's
safety glasses.
I know, right? I actually kind of pinch this as I cut it, and so it doesn't fly everywhere. And look, you have the first few links.
Wow.
So if you want to cut a few of those, I'm actually going to use the small end here, the 3 millimeter on my mandrel, and create the little links in between.
Oh, awesome.
And the number of links varies depending on how large the wrist is that you're making it for.
I found for guys, like 8 inches is more standard. Like, you know how women it's more like a 7-inch bracelet. Men, it's closer to 8, and it can be bigger than that. So definitely, give them a little bit of extra so they can extend.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Look, I'm going the opposite direction you did. Isn't that funny?
We're the same but different.
Oh, you know what I just did? I made mine too big. But it's okay. I could make a bigger one.
Yeah.
I'll just trim those off.
Sure.
Put them
Make one for yourself. Yeah, definitely.
All right.
That's satisfying.
Fine. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
I love it. I keep calling these mandrels, but it really actually is. These are wubbers that we're using, and that's a very whimsical name for a very serious tool.
It is.
They are actually Bale shaping or Bale making pliers is the technical name of them. And but it is like a mandrel because it actually shapes your wire. Pretty cool.
You know what? I grabbed some large wire there. I need some 18. What am I doing?
I don't know.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I love it. I think I have enough links already. That's so fast.
I know. I love it.
I have to start hammering mine.
It's super satisfying. I sometimes end up just going crazy with it and forgetting when to stop. End up with extra links.
There's always use for extra links.
There is, definitely. Well, I love this tool because anytime you need jump rings that you want to match your project,
you can use the same wire. Yes. It's so great. I actually almost make all my own jump rings.
Oh, that's awesome. I just got started making jump rings.
I always flush, because this is only a semi-flush cutter. It's only flush on one side. I always come in and flush cut the other side. Do you do that?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right, cool.
Well, because when we start hammering them,
it'll look prettier. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, just a little, that's that little tiny piece. I know it's an extra step, but it'll make it look better.
Well, it'll save time in the long run, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So making these smaller jump rings, I find that I have to make much fewer of them.
Because they get
before
stuck.
I snip. Yeah, because this is kind of wide here. So, see, I can't even get to that.
Oh, I didn't think about that, yeah.
Yeah, it's being a little messy.
Did you kind of close them up before you started hammering?
I did, but then they spread open anyway.
So you have to close them back.
You gotta close them back.
All right, fine. Oh, use your trick.
Oh yeah.
All right.
If you're like me, sometimes you hammer your nail off. So using a tool to hold your ring in place is super helpful.
Also, what happens to me is I start hammering and then it flies across the room.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
I will. There's one. Look.
Look at
So
that.
I gotta
Nice
fix
and
him
flat.
up, but he's pretty flat. So let me put
Here,
this.
let me do it. I'll do that while you're hammering.
I'll hammer, you fix.
Yeah. I was gonna say I hammer, but you're hammering. Now all we have to do is connect these big links with the little links. And these are already closed, but the little tiny jump rings aren't. So we can just
to open and close the little guys?
I know.
Fine. Okay.
Well.
I was like, I wonder if she's gonna play that one off.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Can't play that off.
Perfect.
So now, really, okay, so what I did for the very end is I added one more tiny jump ring on each end.
Mm-hmm.
And then on one of them, I added a slightly larger one, and then I made a clasp for the other side. So if you look here, we've got the little baby jump ring, slightly larger, and then a jump ring on that side and a little clasp. So do you want me to do the clasp and the jump ring here, and you do those two?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna use this though. And
Sounds
this,
good.
because I need one more small. We already have the small one. I just need this size, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the 3mm.
I need a small one too, so you can have that one.
Oh, fine. All right.
You have that one.
Oh, I'll just make you another one.
Okay.
Or you have this one since you're working on the clasp. You know I love
how to share.
You know I love a hook clasp, so make me a hook clasp.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So one larger
All right.
and one smaller. Look at me, I got it stuck in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do that too. So I love this hook clasp because I think it looks pretty masculine, right?
I think it does.
It doesn't have a whole lot of curves to it. It's, you know, no curly cues, and I'll show you how to make that. So I'm gonna grab this. I do one loop around the smaller side of this lever. And then I put a little crick right there. And then I take my little round nose pliers and right, I don't know, half an inch up at the very tip to make sure it's really tight. And just bend it that way.
Cute.
Yeah.
Can I hammer this last one too?
Sure, yeah, that'd be kind of a
I
nice.
just want to. I'm just feeling it.
Do it, girl. The mood strikes. Hammer down. Thank you. And I kind of squeeze this a little bit together and then open it back up. Just so it has a little memory.
That's a good idea. You could also dap the curve, I guess, if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
To give it some strength.
All right. That's why I like working with you. I always learn something.
I always learn something when I work with you too, so that's your side. Okay, so this is my side. So I'm adding the extender type piece.
Yeah, a little dap.
And this, you actually already have a jump ring, but did you put that on already? Did you do that?
I did.
Oh, okay, cool.
Dapped it so it stays in place, strong, has a little memory. Dun, dun, dun.
Perfect.
Got the jump ring. All right, we're almost there.
I love it.
Almost there.
My dad's gonna like this one.
You got to take a picture for me. All right.
Actually, my dad's never worn a piece of jewelry other than a wedding ring, so this is gonna be very interesting.
Look at that.
It's so cute though, isn't it? I love it. Look.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I love it.
So that was fun and super easy to make. I really like that there's a few tools here, but I mean, the supplies, all we needed was 18 gauge wire.
Exactly.
So easy. Tools, these are basic bench work tools though.
Oh, yeah.
You've got your bench block and your chasing hammer, and then you have those, Bale shaping pliers, mandrels, whatever you want to call them. This is a great set of Webbers, 6 and 8 millimeter. And then you're just using basic tools beyond that. Our chain nose plier.
Yep.
I cheated and grabbed a flat nose plier to open and close jump rings. Really good flush cutter is very, very important. All those. And then
I have another smaller Bale shaping plier here for those little jump rings. And of course, flat nose for opening the jump rings, and the round nose for the very end when you're making the clasp.
Love it. Thanks so much for watching. If you guys would like to pick up some supplies like the ones we work with today, check out the links down below. What other types of men's jewelry would you like to see us demonstrate? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell. And now that you know a little bit about making a Father's Day bracelet, you can say, I made this.